Today, we have an important story from the National Green Tribunal (NGT) regarding the environmental clearance of a common biomedical waste treatment facility in Uttar Pradesh. The NGT Principal Bench has delivered a significant judgment on Appeal number 06 of 2022. This case revolves around the environmental clearance granted by the Uttar Pradesh State Environmental Impact Assessment Authority UPSEIAA to JKN Purvanchal CBWTF Works for establishing a common biomedical waste treatment facility. In short, it is CBWTF in Deoria, Uttar Pradesh. The judgment was pronounced by Justice Arun Kumar Tyagi, judicial member, after being reserved on 29 April 2024. 5 appellants from Paharpur village in Deoria, namely Prabhakar Rai, Anil Rai, Devendra Rai, Dalsingar and Daya Shankar Rai, challenged the environmental clearance. They claimed that the project proponent misrepresented facts to obtain permission for using agricultural land for non-agricultural purposes. The appellants argued that the environmental clearance was granted in violation of the revised guidelines for Common Biomedical Waste Treatment and Disposal Facility issued by the Central Pollution Control Board (CPCB) in December 2016. They raised concerns about the proximity of the proposed CBWTF to several public facilities and residential areas, as well as the existence of other operational biomedical waste facilities nearby. They pointed out that the proposed site was within 40 to 150 meters of a primary health center, A&M center, community playground, primary school, higher secondary school, and residential houses. Additionally, a temple dedicated to Devi Kali was just 80 meters away. They questioned the need for a new facility when others were already operational within 50 to 128 kilometers from Deoria. During the hearing, it was revealed that one of the appellants, Prabhakar Rai, had filed a public interest litigation (PIL) bearing number 1094 of 2021 titled as Prabhakar Rai versus State of UP and others before the Allahabad High Court, raising the same questions which have been raised in the present appeal, which was dismissed via order dated 27th July 2021 with costs of 1,000 rupees. In the 119 pages judgment, the NGT has deliberated on various aspects. The NGT deliberated on the statutory obligations of the State Pollution Control Board and Union Territory Pollution Control Committee as per guideline number 2 of the CBWTF Guidelines 2016. These bodies, SPCBs and UTPCCs, are mandated to prepare an inventory or review biomedical waste generation in their coverage areas at least once every 5 years. A key question was whether this review should occur every 5 years from the guidelines commencement date or from the date of the last review. The tribunal clarified that the phrase at least once in 5 years means such reviews must be conducted every 5 years. The NGT highlighted the vagueness in the provision for reducing the buffer zone requirement of 500 meters in residential areas. The guidelines lacked clear parameters for this reduction, leading to potential misuse of discretion. The NGT pointed out that all CBWTFs are expected to adopt the best available technologies. However, there is no established grading system to determine what constitutes the best technology. Similarly, the criteria for stringent operational standards prescribed are not well defined. A major concern was the requirement for zero liquid discharge, ZLD, which alone cannot justify reducing the buffer zone. The NGT stressed that environmental impact assessments should be conducted before granting environmental clearance and consent to establish rather than relying on the project proponents to prove no adverse impact post establishment. The tribunal found no reference in this particular case to the 500-meter buffer zone requirement in the environmental clearance issued by the UPSEIAA or the CTE granted by the UPPCB. This omission violated the location criteria specified in the Guideline 6 of CBWTF Guidelines 2016. As a result, the EC and CTE were deemed illegal. Considering the number of hospital beds in Gorakhpur, Deoria, Maharajganj and Kushinagar, the Green Court stated that establishing the proposed CBWTF in Deoria violates the location criteria and coverage area prescriptions outlined in the CBWTF Guideline 2016. The NGT stated that it didn't find any valid and cogent reason to disagree with the conclusion recorded by the Joint Committee that the proposed CBWTF is not complying the norms laid by the Central Pollution Control Board and discard the recommendation made by the Joint Committee for relocation of the proposed CBWTF on that ground. In its judgment, the NGT has directed the UPPCB to prepare an inventory and carry out a review regarding the biomedical waste generation in the coverage areas of existing biomedical waste treatment and disposal facilities. They must conduct a gap analysis concerning the coverage area of biomedical waste generation and the adequacy of the existing treatment capacity of the CBWTFs within each coverage area of 75 kilometer radius and prepare an action plan based on the gap analysis for the development of new CBWTFs as mandated by guideline number 2 of the CBWTF Guidelines 2016. The UPPCB has been granted 3 months' time from the date of receipt of the order, or you can say the judgment. The concerned department responsible for allocation of land assignment in the Uttar Pradesh state government has been directed to allot suitable land in the identified coverage area for setting up a CBWTF in Gorakhpur and other identified areas as mandated by Rule 17 of the BMWM Rules 2016 and Guidelines number 2 of the CBWTF Guidelines 2016. And for this also, they have given 3 months' time from the date of the receipt of the copy of this order or judgment. Furthermore, the UPPCB and the concerned department in the business of allocation of land assignment in the Uttar Pradesh state government have been directed to seek expressions of interest from proponents for development of new CBWTFs in the identified coverage area of Gorakhpur and other identified areas after alerting a suitable site and proceed further for setting up a new CBWTF in Gorakhpur in accordance with the CBWTF Guidelines 2016. And for this, the NGT has granted 6 months' time from the date of the receipt of the copy of order or the judgment. That's all in this episode. Hit us with your comments and feedback. Before concluding, I would like to remind you to get a paid subscription to environnotations.com for exclusive updates. Link is in the description. Any financial support you want to extend, please send it to UPI ID 931338543 at Kotak. Your support ensures Environnotations' continued ability to deliver valuable environmental insights. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do it now and share this video with your friends and colleagues. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.